Good morning, everybody. This is Christy from the Be the Light YouTube channel. I thank you so much for stopping by, and as always, I send you love. So last night I saw an image of a man gazing. Now, what does that mean for now and what we are experiencing? A lot of people are experiencing tons of headaches, pressure, drainage, dizziness, including the heat that is rising within them, this sense of being disoriented, time shifting. Some people are feeling the sensation as of walking on the cloud or very light. The solar plexus is activating. Of course, more heart is opening. Heartburn. Some people are not hungry, and some people are hungry. Tired, yet full of energy. I also want you to remember how you take things in. It's different. Just like all of my other videos or social media posts, perception. And it's based upon your understanding, and it's based around your individual structured life. Yet, you can have a separate reality that's based around truth. Truth is in conjunction with spirit. That is it. When we can maintain that type of reality, which is hard when we are living within, and I love using this now, the matrix, or lower vibrational emotions, or the chaos of the world, we begin to shift from spirit again back to man. We fail to see what is true because our judgment is being clouded. Our spirit is being clouded. We assume that because people are placing their negative views on us, that it must be true. There's that trigger. There's that falsehood that is taking you away from your personal path. I know this is a concept that's very hard to stay guided on. But when God speaks to live within the Spirit, He means it for a reason, and it's not to keep you in control of something. It's to truly set you free. So I had another video to post about realities clashing, but I haven't done so yet. I'll probably do it after this video later on today. But because of me finally understanding the message that I received last night, here I am. So back in the day, when God first began to wake me up, He guided me using the Bible. Because, God will use something that He knows that you don't truly understand. He will use something, or spirit, light, whatever you resonate with, will use something that He knows that you have refrained from knowing. Excuse me. I will talk more about my cough here once I spit all of this out. Stay hydrated, people. Find some liquid minerals if you can, or make your own purified water. I'm thinking about actually making what is that? Hold on, I gotta go find it. Kefir water. which is water that is being regenerated with some nutrients. You can use flowers, anything, that type of stuff, to make it more pure, because even the water that we get from the grocery store that's in bottles and stuff are being stripped of its natural essence and flow of life within it. Of course, it's sitting within plastic as well. So anyway, so God used the Bible, and his purpose is true. His reasoning is full of love. For myself, it's because what I avoided all of my life, because people had more power on me than his word. Now, the word is not only the Bible. That is his words. The Bible is his written word that came from someone else. But it's not going to be the only type of word that you are capable of receiving. So I was guided to Genesis 32:30. I was guided to learn more about Jacob, about Job, about other ones that are not mentioned in the Bible. And Jacob called the name of the place Pineal. Pineal. I don't know how I'm pronouncing this correct. For I have seen God face to face, and my life is preserved. The Bible works in great symbolism. And Christ comes and says, those who have ears will hear, those who have eyes will see. And we must continuously seek, never settling. You know, I woke up with one understanding based around what I saw about this person sitting there gazing. It was still a beautiful concept. But everything goes to a spiritual message. And I took it further than what I originally had, but yet something else hit me afterwards, which is the truth of it all, on how you can actually see the face of God. And this is what I have been talking about through the energies that are associated with the Lion's Gate, with the Sun aligning with Sirius, and Sirius aligning with Orion, and Orion aligning with the Great Pyramids. All of those lining up together is trying to allow the collective to have everything. That what we each individually can have every single month. And this is the video that I've been trying to get out about raising the chrism, or the Christ oil. There is a process that takes place naturally, and this is what God showed me early on in my awakening process. I was guided here first. It got my attention. I didn't understand a darn word that I read about or heard about, but it got my attention. And I knew that this biblical understanding that is found within the human form, that awakens the spirit within you, was true. I understood that a modern day baptism doesn't give you the Holy Spirit. It doesn't make you saved. People think that when you get baptized or Christian, whatever it's called in religion, you are therefore saved. Well, one, we are all saved when we accept Christ. But the true saving process, or being renewed within the Spirit, takes place inside. I knew that My spirit knew that, which is why I have kept away from a church environment. I have tried on several occasions to go back to church because I wanted that connection. I really wanted to have a relationship with God. But my spidey senses went off and said, no, this is still control. There is still something wrong here. This is not what God's intention is. So to truly gaze upon God is to have your pineal gland activated by His light. You can still get your pineal gland decalcified, but there is a practice that when you are mindful of your thoughts, mindful of your emotions, mindful of your words and your actions, because now you are wholly like. You are now practicing things based around the greatest good of overall, based around love, light, and spirit. And it's not about being perfect in the human concept again. Remove that idea about perfection, about what you have been trained to believe is perfect. Christ, even in his living moments, demonstrated that He was imperfect when He spoke words, "Why have you forsaken me?" It's okay for us to fall a few times, to lose our way. It's getting back on. Reminding yourself daily that you are still perfect, because you are now still in control of your mind, because you are aware that you are thinking something negative. You are in control of your emotions because you are aware that you are feeling something negative. The same goes for your words and your actions. As long as we are striving to be our greatest self in the best way that we can until it just flows, we are perfect. And even when you are in that flowing state, you are going to be triggered still. Because again, there are thousands and thousands of realities clashing with yours. But the quicker you can pick up on it and decide that it's not a part of your reality, you stay in alignment with Source. So the practice of raising the Christ oil within you activates the true tree of life. It gives you the Christ oil. His resurrection is now ignited within you. That sends that light to your pineal gland, where if you heal yourself and stay in alignment with love and light, you shall see the face of God, face to face. This is something that God says is ours by our daily choices, governed by free will. If you don't believe that Christ is within you and can rise within you and give you life that you cannot imagine, great health, abundance, prosperity, success, in however way it is supposed to within your path, then you can't have it. So being able to see God is based around your own personal willingness to believe in an idea that is refrained from. And this idea, though, that I am speaking about, being able to see God in whatever image He gives to you, that is your godlike self being restored. Now you are His true representation. You know, yeah, I'm not going to go there. I don't want to clash with other realities, because those are not true. You can by all means go Google raising the chrism. It is very complicated in understanding if you're not at a certain level. And even when you get to a certain level, until you're there, it may be difficult. It may resonate with you, and I hope that it does. But it still might be difficult to understand until you live in those shoes. That's why understanding brings in what you're supposed to have. If you're willing to work towards something, for example, working towards a better life for yourself, whether you're attempting to get healthy, changing your mindset, whatever it is, if you are working towards something, it's because you understand its worthiness and its value and what it can do for you in your life. This idea is a great idea to follow because it brings the true reason why we are supposed to be here, living as our vibrant and lighted self in Christ. But I am still going to make a separate video about this. This is something that God really wants me to talk more about. And I am going to actually post a link in my video that I do make this with, of a lady who caught my attention early on because God wanted me to see her videos about this. And I will share it with you because it's important to share. It's important to acknowledge. What you acknowledge, whether you like my posts, you like my videos, it means you believe in it. It's like the words that you speak. If you speak about something, it's because you truly believe in it. And that's why I'm sharing this with you today. I believe in it. I don't have full understanding on certain concepts because what they're talking about, some of it doesn't match my reality. But I'm kind of assuming because we all live a separate life, certain things will match. Time frames might be off. The way that it takes place might be off. But the idea of it all matches. And that's all that's important. What actually takes place is all that matters. Not how long it takes you. Not where it takes you. It's just that it's done. So remember, a simple act of I'm going to like this video, I'm going to like this person's post, or I'm going to comment, or I am going to comment and share. Everything amplifies your heart and your light. You're not really doing it for me, although I receive it, or anyone else, although they will receive it. The benefit becomes yours. it becomes your gift, and it amplifies your own light or your own ego. Keep that in mind. And so I hope this helps. Oh yeah, and the clearing of the throat. Because of this action in raising the Christ oil, the Christ within, it is allowing our energy vortexes to align. And not only will you feel that burning kind of sensation in your spine, you may feel hot and cold during the same time, or mostly hot, followed by periods of coldness. You will also feel air or energy that is coming up to your esophagus. It's clearing the way, igniting it. Without that fire, without the air, without the water, the process isn't going to be complete. So if you're having those types of sensations, don't fret too much. I am going to ask that as much as possible throughout this time frame, if the Lion's Gate and what I speak about resonates with you, to choose wisely based upon what you want to receive. Everything that we choose for the greatest good will come back to us tenfold. If you choose to drink more water instead of caffeinated beverages, you're going to receive more. If you choose to eat better instead of junk food and fast food, you are going to receive more. If you choose to be a vegetarian and or vegan, you are going to receive more. If you can do that throughout this time frame, especially, but then continue on, you're doing it for a greater purpose, and it's not for you to tell anybody else what to do. This is for you and your own spirit. And when you live within yours, that's how you can share your light with others. Others will pick up on your vibe, and it naturally pulls them towards it. It's like a moth to a flame. It's like those flies to the light. It naturally flows to you so that you can naturally help them. Naturally. Not by putting people down, not by harsh words, not by negative point of views. Naturally. I am intaking on my water. I have filled it with liquid minerals, and you can find that wherever you choose to. It comes in a huge bottle, and you can keep it in the refrigerator. And sometimes I oxygenate my water with using, I forget what it's called. It's a piece of glass that sits on a magnetic wheel. It's like those things back in school that used to spin water. I put some water in that thing and allow it to spin, and it creates that oxygen that is supposed to be natural in water anyway. Like a stream is naturally flowing and creating oxygen throughout it. I haven't really been eating much, especially the last couple of days. I've noticed about one meal per day, and it hasn't been very big. I am really hung up on Mexican bowls and being light on the sauce because of keeping the indigestion part down, because we are already going to experience forms of fire within. And if we are eating more fire, it can create that imbalance. We don't want anything that's too fermented during this time. It's okay if you listen to what your body needs, if it needs something. I am an advocate for doing whatever your body tells you to do. Your body is our guidance system. So if you are craving chocolate, eat that chocolate. Don't beat yourself up for it. Remove the negative connotation that is attached to that. That's what's important, when you can remove anything negative from all things, but also choosing a greater experience as best as you possibly can. That's when your spirit just begins to fly. This is Christy. Much love, health, and healing your way. I am bringing purpose to your life. Take care.